Ulysses, do you like the idea of being a tiny little bug on a chessboard the giants are playing?
No.
Smaller than a pawn?
No.
No, that's usually not something that anybody likes. Who do you see as your peers, Ulysses? Probably they also wouldn't appreciate being told that they're smaller than a pawn on a chessboard.
No, that's true.
Are you willing to call those people and let them know what you're coming across right now?
Yes.
Those are not my favorite people.
No, but now's the time.
Now's the time. Friends, we are discovering, here I'll show the footage of what Luce was channeling. We're discovering that we're all smaller than pawns in a giant game. Smaller than pawns was the phrase that was used.
That's true.
Here you see it. We're bugs so small we can barely be seen. None of us can win this game.
Right.
We can't, you can't, none of us can win this game. It's
Right.
set up to be continually made unwinnable. As soon as something opens up to make it winnable, that way will be closed to also be unwinnable
That's
to
true.
eternity. There's no, the game is designed to be unwinnable. That's the point of the game, is that it's unwinnable.
That's true.
But one important factor in causing the game to end is for us to say everything that we know to be a lie, to call the lies, call out all the lies. Anything that you know that's been promulgated that's a lie, to just say, well, I know this is a lie and that's a lie. Like, here's what Ulysses has already said, and what we've all already said, what Pan has said, what Luce has said, what I've said, what we've all said.
That's true.
And do you have any new awarenesses, additional awarenesses to add to this quite impressive display of lies?
That's true.
Do you know of any other lies?
Yeah, they're spilling on the table. Spilling on the table. Boom. Boom.
And is there anyone that you could call to join us who might know of lies that you're unaware of?
Yes.
Other new lies. Now it feels like the room is kind of expanding, getting
That's
larger,
true.
and other people who I also really don't care for much.
It's true.
But, you know, it's all right.
Same process, showing the footage.
Are you willing to add to the pile of lies? Do you like the idea of being an almost unseeable bug on a chessboard much smaller than a pawn?
No.
In a big game that's unwinnable, designed to be unwinnable so that no one can ever win it.
No.
Part of the process of ending the game seems to be to reveal all the lies.
That's true.
Now it's kind of like I can shake, it's like shaking sheets or bedspreads and shaking the lies of the
That's true.
fabric of the
Universe.
universes.
That's true.
Physical and non-physical, and big lies are coming out. Lies it would seem impossible to hide in folds that small.
That's true.
Film them, really
Record
document it
them.
well, record it well, burn them, and live stream up, send up the smoke signals, right? We're burning lies. Any other lies? Does anyone have access? Can you pull your connections to others who might know of more lies? I feel like cords or ropes or cables are being pulled,
True.
and the room is filling with people who I really don't care much for.
That's true.
And but we explain the process, and they are telling the lies. And one thing I notice is, as they tell the lies, they actually become
People I don't mind being around as
That's
much.
right.
That's true.
That's right. Easier to be around, less offensive to be
That's
around.
true.
There seems to be a movement now. People are, without being prompted, calling in other people who are saying, wait a minute, France might know of a lie.
Right.
So-and-so might know of a lie.
That's true. And pulling them in.
Here's the montage of the lies we already know of.
That's true.
And some people are repeating lies, and it's, yes, but we already know of those.
That's true.
Do you have anything new to add? The biggest lies possible. Go for the biggest lies, not the small ones. It doesn't make any sense for us to be at odds between each other.
That's true.
When there are large beings willingly playing a game that we're not even pawns in, that is set up where it's only losable, where it's not a winnable game.
That's true.
Perhaps it's time for us to find common cause. I don't know that that's possible.
I don't know.
We have to be willing to search for truth.
It's true.
That's what seems to be what's going to take the cover off of this Truman Show, so to speak, to really find the big lie.
We're looking in the wrong direction.
Go on.
We're looking in the wrong direction. We're looking out at these people. We're not looking up.
Thank you.
We're talking reasonably to people who I'm sure have all kinds of potential, but this isn't what we're supposed to be doing.
Again. Thank you. Who said that? The person way up high speaking through Luce, right?
Who feels like a whistleblower of some kind, like I can see him
I can
hiding
see
in a
him.
back room, and he's going like, there's not much time, there's not much time.
That's right. Okay. Yes. Can you link us with the right people? This looks like that guy. Can you push the button?
Guy.
Can you push the button? Push the takedown button. Just push it.
Push it.
When we say, we know the jig is up. The jig is up. We know it's a lie. The jig is up. Push the takedown button. Are you willing to do it? Just push it. Push the takedown button.
Yeah.
The jig is up. The jig is up. We're still here. We're still here. We're still here. The jig is up.
And now he's kind of like desperately mashing it.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Can you try to seal the ceilings? Now this has turned in on them. You see, they've caught it. They've caught the contagion.
That they started.
They've caught it. That they started, maybe. Maybe they've caught it, though. They didn't think they would catch it.
That's true.
Can you let them know? Go show them that the button doesn't work.
Yes.
Go show them. And maybe they can all...
And now he's running down the hallway. And bursting into the room and showing them the button and saying, it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Push them. Everybody push them. Ha, you're trapped in your own game. You're trapped in the non-winnable game. How does it feel now to be trapped in the non-winnable game?
And now there's
trapped in the non-winnable game. Yes, that's right. And so now call upstairs. They're trapped in the non-winnable game. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. But the problem is that people are screaming in pain.
That's true.
And you have somehow created that. If you are the ones, if you really are the ones who started this ball rolling,
that's true.
Goodness gracious, my friends, this is karma that you don't want.
That's
However,
true.
It would have been a terrible mistake. And we're all error-making machines.
All
we're
the
not
time.
looking down our noses at
That's
you.
True.
What matters is that we acknowledge our errors and correct them.
That's true.
As soon as we discover them, just go back, and undo that decision to start the game.
That's true.
And take it back.
And commit to never do it again.
Commit to never doing it again. And then go back in time. Go back in time and make a different choice. Just go back in time. Be there in the moment before the game began. In the moment before the game began. And decide to not do it. What's the whistleblower doing?
I don't know.
It's like the ceiling opened up.
That's true.
And it's like we're all under glass. They are under glass too, and they too might be pawns. Let's find the whistleblower. At that level, there must be a whistleblower who found a whistleblower who found a whistleblower. We're whistleblowers, that's what we are.
That's true.
There must be whistleblowers.
That's true.
Find the whistleblower. And just say, press the button. Press the button. It doesn't work. Press the button.
Well, press the button.
Press the button. Press the takedown button.
And I just see button after button after button after button after button after button after button being pushed.
Friends, you're all in the same game that you thought that you were playing. Controlling, but you're in the game.
That's true.
And so now call up to the whistleblower, find the whistleblower, find yourselves up there too.
That's true.
Find the people who actually are controlling the game. Everybody thinks they're controlling the game.
That's true.
None of us, as yet, are controlling the game.
That's true.
Someone up there is playing a cruel game because you can hear the screams.
That's true.
You can hear the screams of the suffering. And if we tune into the channel of the screams of the suffering, it's hard to hear anything but the screams of the suffering.
That's true.
I see people at a cocktail party, and it's like everybody has these little games, and they're saying basically cheap party favors that don't work. These games are broken.
That's true.
Friends, you think that you're at a cocktail party and all the games are broken, but you are pawns or bugs on a chessboard, not even pawns, in a huge enormous game played by huge enormous people. As below, so above, the game that you thought you were playing with, you are inside of. Look up and see how you yourself are inside of one of those party favor. I think some of them can see it.
That's true.
You're inside of some of those party favor. They look like little Polly Pocket houses or something like that.
That's true.
The largest person who can hear us, who's willing to call up as large as you can reach, who's willing to listen to you, and ask that person to call up until we find a person whose button actually works all the way down to here.
That's true.
Then you're all still inside of someone else's game.
That's true.
Everybody thinks that they are the ones who are playing the games, not realizing that they are also being played with.
That's true.
In an unwinnable game, a game that by design is unwinnable.
That's true.
And it feels cruel enough when it's applied to someone else, but when it's applied to you, you feel like that's unconscionable.
That's true.
It's like scientists torturing animals in a lab.
That's true.
And they do it for their jobs, and they would be horrified if that was applied to them.
That's true.
The end never justifies the means. Life is lived in the means. Our prayer. Stop the suffering. This is a euthanasia prayer. This is unacceptable behavior. It's unacceptable by any civilized standard.
That's true.
This is not a game that civilized people would play.
That's true.
Tune into the channel of the suffering. You can hear it. You can hear the screams.
That's
Listen to that. And why don't you sleep on it? Listen to that all night long. And then decide for yourself, is this a game that a person with a conscience could possibly play?
That's true.
How are you going to look at yourself in the mirror if you don't call this game and end the suffering? Answer the prayer.
That's true.
Stop the suffering. End the game. Take it down.
You could be the one.
You could be the one.
It could be you.
You could be you.